Information security defined. Okay. Let's take a look at this whole idea of data security. We often use the word data assurance. People need to be assured that when they supply data to somebody, okay, that data is secured. However it is used, and it is used for the intention that it's meant to be used. Okay, so the people that need to use it use the data appropriately for what they need to use it for, and they protect that data so other people cannot see or use it. Data assurance. Okay, we're assured that the data that we give is used appropriately. We're going to look at three areas. What needs to be managed? We're going to talk about the data, when and where it needs to be protected, and how that information is protected. Some ideas there. Okay, so the first thing here are these three here. Data integrity. Is the data accurate? If you want to put another word with that, is the data accurate? Okay, when somebody has data about you, is that data true? You know, do they have the correct data about you? Confidentiality has to do with who can see the data. Okay, who has the right to see the data? A good example, when you go in a hospital, the doctor needs to see your records. The nurse may need to see your records. But not everybody in the hospital needs to see your records. Plus, people who are getting medical treatment, the people giving that treatment, shouldn't be going around and telling other people about that information. Okay? Somebody gets cancer, they may not want other people to know. Okay? Or when you give your credit card to Amazon and they're keeping that number, that should be confidential. Okay? Only the people who need to see that, or only the other technologies that need to see it. This third one sometimes confuses people, but data availability. You know, if they can't look at your records at the hospital, they might not be able to treat you. Okay? When you buy something from Amazon and they have your credit card number, they have to be able to use it. And they have to be able to communicate with the banks or the credit card companies. Okay? Your insurance company has to be able to figure your rates and so forth. We have to make data available, but we want the data to be confidential, only the right people to see it, and we don't want it to change. You know, people shouldn't be changing the data and making it inaccurate. All right, so we covered that. What can happen to our data? Okay, what can happen to our data? Well, some can happen to it. Integrity could change, or somebody could look at it while it's being stored. So your debit card or your credit card, if you do it that way, maybe at Amazon, they have that number stored somewhere. Okay? Well, when it's stored, we should take care of the confidentiality and the integrity of the data when it's stored. What's even more of an issue is when the data needs to move. Okay? You are on your PC and you type in your information, like your credit card number, in order to buy something. Okay, so that data is going to move from your PC through the internet to some location you're going to buy it, and then they're going to move it to the bank, let's say. So while the data is in transit. One a lot of people don't understand is during processing, the data is in memory of the computer, or it's moving through the computer. Okay, it's moving through the computer, it's getting processed. A good example of that, let's just think about this one, is I believe Shopko had the issue a couple years ago. It was debit cards. Now, they don't store debit numbers at Shopko. They don't store it. Okay, the card gets swiped, and then that information's moved to the bank or whatever. Well, it's not exact, but you could think of what happened was there was some software in the computer that was looking at those debit card numbers while they were being processed. So there, the information is being grabbed while being processed. Okay? Now, I'm going to move this up. We've got some important items here that we'll talk about. How data information is protected. Basic ways, okay? Here's how we can protect products and devices. Okay? You can put a passcode on your phone so somebody else picks up your phone, they can't get in. That's just a real simple way to protect the device. Okay? Products, virus software, firewalls. We can have passwords and so forth. There's all kinds of products and different types of devices that can be used to protect data. Now remember, we're protecting data when it's either stored, I'm reviewing, in transit, or it's being processed. And what are we worried about the data? We're worried about it changing or somebody seeing it. Those are the two big areas. Okay? People. Biggest issue when it comes to storing data. Okay? People give out passwords when they shouldn't. You know, people need to follow procedures. People need to not click on links in the emails. You know, probably one of the biggest security risks are people themselves giving out the wrong information. Next thing, procedures. Companies have procedures like when to change a password. That's just a real simple one. That's a real simple one. Let me finish there. A little interruption there. They might have a procedure on how to do a particular process at a bank, okay? And they need to follow that procedure so nothing happens to the data. Companies have procedures of what to do with backups, okay? They make the backups and then some backups are moved off campus to another location, okay? The hospital has to do that every day. They have to back things up and all that data's got to be stored off-site. So you have all these procedures to help keep things secure. How do you know what the procedures are? Well, you write policies. Okay? Some policies are easy to define, others might be more difficult. Or guidelines. Guidelines are good ideas, but they're not a policy. Okay? It's what you should do, but you don't force somebody to do it. They should just follow good guidelines. Some people force them to change passwords. Other companies say, well, you ought to change your password every 3 months or whatever. Okay? So between, and policies are huge. You should have, anywhere somebody's storing data about you, you should have the opportunity to have read their policy with that data. What do they say they will or won't do? Okay? We could talk for hours about those specifics, about that. So, the last thing then here on our list is how do we incorporate that? Well, there are different hardware, software, and communications, interactions, and security solutions. Okay? You put that together, you get products, you put it with the people, and the people have procedures that they follow that affect a security solution. Okay? And you put that all together and you have some type of security policy in order to protect the data. Remember, we store the data, we use the data to get information. How you like that for an overview? Okay? We'll be talking a lot about this in upcoming sections. But you need to have these basics down to start with. That's it.